Hello, what's up my fans? It's your boy Zero Rodriguez back here again. Welcome to another top video. Welcome to a top video. This time we're going to talk about my top 7 best Winter Railway 2022 items that I like, that are the best. As we all know and love, Winter Railway was one of the lastest, was one of the Thomas much lines that lasted the longest. The original line that lasted from 1992 all the way up to 2017, which was loved by a lot of people, both kids and adults alike. Sadly though, in 2017, Mattel made a stupid decision to discontinue the line to replace it with Thomas Wood, which we all hated that change, since Winter Railway did not need a successor because they were unpainted and they were very lazy. Mattel fixed that in the next year in 2019, whereas it was a slight improvement, but we still can for Winter Railway. Just recently, last year, the line was discontinued in 2021, but was replaced by the new Winter Railway system, which we're happy that it came back. So that's why I'm making this top video today. So we're gonna be discussing my top 7 best Winter Railway 2022 items. Now with that out of the way, let's begin this topic. Number 7, Henry the Green Engine. I don't know about you guys, but I think this Henry model is a very good model right here. Let's talk about the positives first. What I like about this model Henry is that he had his two domes, unlike his wood counterpart, which is very bad, and his original Winning Railway counterparts, which Mattel fixed that. So that's a plus like Mattel what did. And not only that, also like he had his correct wheel configuration, that he's a 4-zig-zero locomotive, which is kind of similar to this locomotive right here you see in this picture. But the main reason why it's so low on the list is because, well, just like the other big engines like Golden and Hero, they made him way too big, and he's not gonna fit under the turntable at tip machines, what I dislike about the model. So that's why he's low on the list. But this model overall is very great, and I highly recommend it, since Henry is one of my favorite characters of the franchise. Number 6, Emily the Stirling Engine. I don't know about you guys, but what I think about this model Emily, it's great. Let me explain why. The main reason why I like about this model Emily is that she now has her number 12 right here on her tender, which I hoping she get a number, and she finally did. The number 12 I was hoping for, which I love. Great job, Mattel. Number 2, what I also like about this model Emily is that, well, just like with Henry, he has a correct wheel configuration. She's a 422 locomotive, like this locomotive you're seeing right here. And not only that, the boiler and these objects are pretty accurate to the show, unlike her Winning Railway counterpart, as well as Thomas Wood. This Emily model is great overall, and I also like the fact that she also has her gold dome, so it's pretty great overall. Hopefully I get this model Emily one day, mainly to get her number 12, mainly. That's what I'm hoping for. Anyway, let's move on. Number 5, Rosie. I don't know about you guys, but what I think about this new model Rosie, I think it's great overall. It's very great. And plus, this is a Rosie done like, unlike Thomas Wood like here, Why? Because the wood Rosie is very cheap and lazy. No free painted domes, no free painted side tanks, which they printed on, and everything about this Rosie is like so bland. The only good thing about it is her style. That's it. But with this is a lot better, like her original winning railway counterpart. Why? She has the 3D printed domes, her side things are not going like this, and now she had that thing back on her car right there. Whereas I think this model Rosie is pretty great. Hopefully, maybe I should get this model Rosie right here, because I think it's a really good model right here. And what I also like about this model Rosie is her face of her cheeks. Plus, Rosie is one of my favorite female Thomas characters. She's so cute and adorable. Anyway, let's move on. Number 4, Kenji. I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to the new characters of the line, Kenji is my favorite out of all of them. And is a lot better than the wood counterpart. I mean, look at this. Kenji is very short, as well as his coach. Not the man he was also exclusive to Japan, whereas he was never sold to the US, which is a shame. But this is a Kenji done right with all his flaws fixed. Why? Because Kenji is a lot longer, and I also like the style of Kenji and the face. And I also like the fact that Kenji caught with a coach, just like they did with his motorized model, which I have. But the problem I have with Kenji, like Trevor Davis stated in his own video, the coach is slightly a little bit smaller than Kenji, but oh well, at least it's better than nothing, and beggars cannot be choosers what we pick and what we choose. Anyways, number 3, the Troublesome Trucks. Oh yeah, you know they're gonna be in this list. They're gonna be my favorite out of the ones out of all of them. What I like about this Troublesome Truck, the Troublesome Truck with the crate, is that, well, this Troublesome Truck over here is very accurate to the show. And I also like the face on this model as well. And I also like the detail of the crate on this top right here. Like, this Troublesome Truck model right here is very good. And I'm gonna give it like a 10 out of 10. And the Troublesome Truck with the paint is also pretty good. I like how they added like the paint craze on top of it, as well as like the paint detail on the side. But there's only one negative thing I had to get with this model, is that the paint logo on the side of this model. Why did they did that? But this model Troublesome Truck is good overall. And plus, I love Troublesome Truck when it comes to Thomas merchandise. Like, it's very good to have a lot of rolling stuff for your train characters to pull, that can make like a very long train. Also too, they look kind of similar. Also too, hopefully I get like some more Troublesome Trucks. And maybe if I get like the Risen Winning Railway, I can get like the Gilling Troublesome Trucks right here. Like, you can buy like more Troublesome Trucks to make like a long train. And maybe the candy cards as well. I mean, it was an interesting idea what Mattel did for Thomas Wood. That's why mainly, do you think I should get the Wood candy cards? I think it was an interesting idea what Mattel did. Maybe I should make like a top video on the best Thomas Wood items. But that's a different kind of video for another day. Anyways, number 2, Random Docks. When it comes to designations of the new Winning Railway lineup this year, Brendan Dock is my favorite overall. Now let's explain why. 1, Cranky. What I like about Cranky is that, well, they get Cranky either grumpy expression on his face, which I like because many of the Cranky wood original counterpart showing with a happy smiley face. But this, he's pretty grumpy and very tired. Great job, Mattel. And another thing I like about this Destiny is that it comes with a truck right here. And with a truck right here, unlike the Thomas Wood designation of Burnham Docks. I mean, you got Cranky, Bosso, and these cargo crates, but the main problem is that you do not get like a truck for this. But why did Mattel did this? I've been able to screen trains on this review on the Thomas Wood Burnham Docks. Like, why Mattel did not include a truck and the Thomas Wood Cranky at the docks? Why? But at least I'm thankful that they included a truck right here. Like, this is a Cranky at the docks Thomas Wood done right with a flaw fix with a truck. Now, there's only one negative thing I gotta get about this. Bolster the Barge. Why did they include Bolster the Barge in this destination? Why? Bolster did not appear ever since season 4 of the series. I mean, I think that's the main reason why they bring back Bolster is because its freaking appearance in merchandise. And that's why they bring it back in Crappy Origins Go. Right here. They should have bring back Bolster in GDI a long time ago. But at the same time, I like how they picture Bolster in this model. And this destination is great, and I highly recommend it. And I hope I can get this destination as I can. Before we move on to number 1, here's a couple honorable mentions. Tip machetes. I really like tip machetes right here, but the main problem I have with tip machetes is the turntable itself. It's not big enough, and some of the bigger attenuators like Henry and Gordon are not going to fit. So that's why they're not making on the list, and it got big out by Brenham Docks right here. Nia and Rebecca. As much as I like these characters, as well as the new Wooden Railway models, and a lot better than Thomas Wood, but the main reason why they did not make it on the list is because, well, I think Emily is the most interesting out of them all. Oops, sorry. Emily is the most interesting out of them all. I mean, that's the main reason why they didn't make it on the list. And now, for number 1. Now, for number 1, you're going to be shocked about this, is a tie-up 2. Edward the Blue Engine and James the Red Engine. Now you're probably saying, why did I put 2 instead of 1? Let me explain. Let's talk about Edward first. What I like about Edward right here is that, well, it's very accurate to the show, and I love his look and style. And plus, he had the correct wheel configuration, that he's a 440 locomotive, which is kind of similar to this right here of this locomotive. Not only that, I love how Edward's boiler look in this. Like, the boiler and like the side tanks, like, it's very accurate to the show. It's very accurate, and it's much better than the Thomas Wood counterpart, as well as the Wooden Railway counterpart as well. So that's why I put Edward for number 1. Now let's talk about James the Red Engine. What I like about James the Red Engine is that he looks very accurate to the show, much like Edward, and I love his face. And plus, I also like his wheel configuration that he's a 260 locomotive, kind of similar like this right here. Unlike his Wooden Railway counterpart and Thomas Wood, they gave him a 06 nothing locomotive. But with this, it's a done right of James. But there's only one negative thing about James, is that, well, he has 4 wheels on his 10 note instead of 6. Why did Mattel did this? I mean, compare that to like other engines like Henry, he has 6 wheels on his 10 though. But with James, he does not. But overall, this James is pretty great. Now I rated 10,009 on this model that this is the best model of the new winning railway line. And that's why I put Edward and James for number 1 on this list. Now let me think in the comments below which ones was your favorite. Do you agree with the list or your own personal preference? Because I like to know. This is your boy Zero Rodriguez signing out.